All right, welcome to Gen X Rated Thursday edition. We got Uncle Bill on the top right and Gino, I think that's Gino, on the road,
Hey,
parts
Luigi.
unknown.
Call me Luigi. I suppose it's too soon, isn't it? It's too soon.
It's
I'm on the
not too
road.
soon. You know what? Fuck that guy.
Too soon. Too
Not
soon.
Luigi, the Brian Johnson.
In the comedy business, there's they couldn't tell 9/11 jokes for what, like 2.5 years or some shit. So for a healthcare CEO, I'm sure it's got to. We have to be in mourning for what, 10 years, 15 years.
No, actually,
Oh,
I've
no?
seen
10
some pretty good.
seconds.
I've seen pretty good comedy bits already, and people are not apologizing.
Dude, people are fed up, man. I'm dealing with some of that shit right now, and it's just infuriating.
Any time on the phone between our last pod with the
Yes.
doctor, with the insurance companies, Rose?
Whole morning was pissed away.
Doing what?
Trying to make sure I've got coverage for an MRI I've got coming up, and it's been authorized, but it's going to be, sit down, hold on to your hat, $6,500
Out of your pocket?
out of my pocket. They cover 600.
Are you kidding me, dude?
I swear to God, that's how much it cost at the approved facility that my doctor had me scheduled for. And so they said, well, we'll give you a number, call here, and they will give you a list of our approved providers in your area. So they sent this list. The first one I called, the number is disconnected. The second two, the same thing. It just rang and rang and rang. And the third one never called me back, or the fourth one never called me back. It's just, dude.
And my medical source tells me that they put so much money into those call centers and those office staff to handle this. And you got one that was no longer in service and one that rang and rang and rang. So where's that money going?
I don't know. But so, obviously I postponed the appointment, and, I'm prepared to cancel it. It's just ridiculous. It's insane. Dude, $6,500. I've had this shitty insurance since May, and almost $700 a month since then. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, but
What do
they
do
want
before
you.
MRIs? Can a doctor just fucking do surgery without an MRI? I mean, can
I
he
guess,
just
but
diagnose you?
dude, I can't even imagine what the surgery would cost if the MRI
Oh,
was that much.
I got you. I thought maybe the MRI cost. I thought the surgery might be better covered than the MRI or some shit, because insurances are so mixed and matched, and I don't know, a la carte. I don't anymore. It's so fucking confusing, and you have to do it every year. And I'll tell you what, dude, I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you free N95 masks and some fucking hoodies, because I get it. I fucking get it, dude. I fucking get it. I get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Very
people do.
frustrating.
I
What
think
Biden could have worked on for 4 fucking years, and all I heard is infrastructure to the average dumbass American, including myself. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
yeah.
I mean, you're
Roads,
throwing money at
bridges.
state governments. I know that. What the fuck does that mean? Infrastructure. These motherfuckers could have done the tiniest little things. Like, if a doctor prescribes it, you cover it. I don't know how the fuck you're getting fucked this bad, because Obama every fucking year calls Joe Biden and celebrates the Affordable Care Act. I guess he thinks you can just afford that $6,500 fucking bill. I don't fucking understand it.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
That program doesn't work, and obviously Obama's not on Obamacare. He's got that gold-plated insurance.
I bet you Michelle wants his ass on Obamacare, because I can't believe for a second she buys his bullshit. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I'm sorry, but sometimes I wonder, man. I wonder if the clock's fucking ticking, because that dude's infuriating. The older you get, and I'm not getting smarter, but the older you get, you realize our whole generation, the whole Gen X generation, got fucked over, and we certainly didn't need to make this about fucking race or George Floyd. We could have made this a fucking class war for day one, secured ourselves good fucking politicians, gotten them in office, and gotten ourselves the things that 33 other fucking countries have in the Western fucking world. But no, we got to fuck around with this bullshit. And now we fucking went and elected the fucking Antichrist. And I don't know, you guys play craps? Because nobody knows what the fuck's going to happen now, basically.
It's not going to be good. I mean, they want to take an axe to everything: Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, all things that, you know, are popular programs. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the maggots react when that shit starts getting cut.
Well, what phase of mourning or whatever? What phase after the election are you at? Right now, I'm just kind of in like, I'm disappointed, man. And I'm not even disappointed in Democratic leadership, whatever the fuck you want to call those morons. I'm disappointed in the fact that I just got fucking duped for 20 years, and I just should have played hardball after Bush v. Gore when that pussy Gore didn't want to fucking fight an election he obviously fucking won. And here we are 24 fucking years later, and every fucking election we have, Republicans say it's not legit unless, of course, I fucking win it.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I honestly, I don't know.
Well,
Sometimes I get like Rose, and I'm like, this fucking democracy is fucking cooked. And other times I'm like, but we got Gen Z and Gen Alpha behind us, and if Gen X can fucking help guide them in an appropriate way to the next fucking, I don't know, through the next fucking 20, 30 fucking years, maybe we get out of this shit. But
maybe we won't see it.
American empire is done as we know it, obviously, because Trump's way too incompetent to do anything to keep us in power. People will be playing chess and making chess moves. And when it's all said and done, Americans will be miserable. America will be less of a fucking country. And quite honestly, we fucking deserve it. We've
allowed it.
Yeah, we've just been rolling the fucking dice.
Oh yeah.
So if you go back to the the Gore Bush, all the players are still around. All the legal people that were involved in that shit sandwich.
The Brooks Brothers rioters, all those guys. Yeah.
Well, and the Chief Justice of the fucking Supreme Court.
Yes, hello. And Comey Barrett. I mean, it's just nonstop that all these people get promoted. And
and Biden was the guy that wouldn't let those women testify during Clarence Thomas's nominations back in '91.
Yeah.
Way to go, Biden.
Well, he's not exactly. I mean, dude, these motherfuckers, these men grew up. This guy's born in the silver generation. Men from that generation literally think, especially white men, every other person is inferior to them.
Sure.
And so that dude had no respect for women back then. I don't know if he's since gotten some respect because people can fucking change. I imagine since fucking Jill's wiping his ass now, he has a lot more respect for her and feeding him his fucking soup every fucking night. But you know, 30 fucking years ago, the guy was a fucking asshole. The guy fucking wrote the fucking crime bill and was proud of it. And a lot of fucking black people went to fucking prison. So, you know, I don't know, dude. The whole fucking thing makes my head want to fucking explode because America's so fucking unique. It is a multicultural democracy that hasn't even fucking paid for its own sins, hasn't even apologized for its own shit.
Yeah.
And then we want to run around and police everybody from fucking Israel. Personally, I would like to police them. No one else does. To whoever else, everybody in the Middle East.
Iran.
Trump's gonna come in and start fucking bitch slapping fucking NATO. You better pay fucking 5% of your GDP, or we're gonna fucking whatever he comes up with. And plus these fucking tariffs, and then China's not fucking around because they plan for 150 years in the future. So
they play the long game.
It's really about what are we going to be able to fucking salvage for our kids and their kids.
Yeah,
because these fucking boomers and this silver generation, let's face it, dude, they've done a ton of damage, and it's not easily reversible.
Yeah, it's going to take.
Let's start with fucking healthcare, motherfuckers. CEOs are getting shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I think we could sit down with MAGA people and agree on. Hey, this healthcare sucks. It's a ripoff. We're all getting fucked.
Yeah, I don't think they're learning a lesson.
They're gonna.
The media's lesson. I think my producer Melissa just called me real quick and said she watched The View real quick, and they wanted to pivot real quick into how shooting somebody to get what you want is super bad, and they wanted to start the show off like that. But then all of a sudden, Sonny Holston comes out and says, dude, I'm a black woman in America. My husband is a fucking doctor. And the shit he has to go through just to get fucking shit for his patients, And so by the end of it, it was just some milquetoast episode where it's like, yeah, you shouldn't shoot people, but people are pretty fucking pissed.
People are very fucking
It's like,
pissed.
dude, get on page, mainstream media. We're fucking pissed. And a CEO got shot, and we're talking about it because the CEO got shot. So let's keep fucking talking about that.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. He's fucking gone. He's gone. He
He's
ain't
gone, and
coming
he was a
back.
scumbag while he was here.
Healthcare's still here. We got a problem. You move, something bad happens. You don't stop trying to get fucking shit. I don't want to talk about this motherfucker anymore.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that all these CEOs are gonna scrub themselves from fucking websites, hire security on our fucking dime, and
well, you're
our
definitely
fucking
paying
politicians
for it.
are gonna fucking help them. Probably. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm sick of both fucking sides. We gotta vote them fucking all out. We need younger kids in.
If there's another election.
Because they don't even have a fucking plan right now. They haven't done an autopsy. They're sitting there telling us about fucking CEOs and shit. Like anybody wants to talk about rich people right now, motherfuckers. Rosen has $6,500 fucking staring at him because he wants to fucking find out what the fuck's wrong with his fucking shoulder. But you motherfuckers want to talk about some asshole CEO. That's fucking crazy. There's a fucking 2 million Rosens right now, and they're fucking irritated. Do something, Congress. Fucking do something.
Well, and the thing that's really frustrating is the space is open now for Democrats to say, look, you know what, we do need change. And they're not picking up the ball and running with it. They're just kind of looking at it.
They're gonna fucking kiss ass toward Trump. Now, what was that fucking law? Never call someone Hitler or comparing to Hitler. Godwin's law or some shit like that.
Something like that.
And what did we do for fucking 18 months but call fucking Trump fucking Hitler? And then the second he gets elected, now he's our best buddy, and we can work with him on Doge. And we go, what the fuck are Democrats doing? Don't ever do that again. First of all, Democrats, don't ever compare anybody to killed like fucking 10 million people again. That's fucking stupid. Trump could be compared to himself all fucking day long. The guy's a fucking miserable, fat, farting, shitting, orange piece of shit, and he rapes fucking 13-year-olds. Why do we even have to bring fucking Hitler into this shit? The way we did this whole shit the last couple of years, running elections, running against this guy like he was some fucking born again fucking Hitler, was fucking dumb. We could have been running on healthcare. We could have been running on fucking so many fucking things that who has time to mention it all. That being said, yeah, dude, I'm kind of scared, but I'm kind of like America deserves it too. So I'm kind of both, but I fear for my kids. I'm 56, dude. I don't fucking the average lifespan in America, by the way, is the same as like Guatemala. It's like 77, and the rest of the Western world, it's in the fucking 80s. So we're not even getting. That's what fucking Luigi was talking about. We're not even getting what we pay for. 42nd in fucking life expectancy, and fucking last in fucking westernized medicine because we pay the most. I mean, if you can afford it, it's fucking good. But who the fuck can afford it? We avoid that shit. Every single one of us in America that isn't rich as fuck sometimes avoids going to the fucking doctor because it's going to cost us unnecessary fucking money. And we come up with a fucking plan B. It's ridiculous. And then some of us wait until we're so goddamn sick. Like I'm listening to Stephen Colbert today, had appendicitis, his appendix burst, and he did 2 shows. It was on NPR. And he poisoned his fucking blood because men are stupid. And ended up convulsing and ended up in the hospital for a long time. Would have died if he got home. His wife smartly told his driver, take him straight to the emergency room after he did these 2 shows. But I mean, people fucking literally fucking avoid the doctor. And I'm sure Colbert can afford it, but our whole healthcare system it stinks of just fucking unnecessary bullshit. No one wants to go to the fucking doctor. We have to upend the whole fucking thing. You guys have seen Sicko, of course, I'm sure. Where fucking Michael Moore takes fucking 9/11 fucking responders to fucking Cuba, man. That was in 2007 or some shit. It's 2024. We're way past due. We don't need to talk about dead CEOs anymore unless another one ends up dead. Then we can talk about him.
Sure.
We can talk about fucking
thoughts and prayers.
And really, they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So I don't even know if we should talk about anything else other than fucking starting to fix this fucking healthcare system. Let's start fucking there because it's anxiety inducing. Okay, I've talked until my voice is gone. It's Rob's turn.
All right.
Well, and I agree with everything you're saying. We're also the American way under Bush was to have 3 jobs. So I don't know when you're making this appointment to go see.
What a great American working 3 jobs.
Uniquely American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got no time and you have so much responsibility. And if you
Well,
look
no
at
quality of life.
And if you look at Gen X, as we've talked about, you're taking care of your kids for the most part still, and you're taking care of your parents.
Mhm.
So there's not a lot of time to say, oh, I've got this pain in my chest. Why don't I go sit in the ER for 3 hours? You're not going to do it. You're going to
Right.
pop a couple pills and hope for the best, and that you wake up in the morning so you can do this whole thing all over again.
Sure. And
I went to not to cut off Uncle Bill's medical story, but I went to the dentist today, and I may have to go back to have something looked at. And they said, well, you didn't spend anything this year, so you should wait till the new year to come back, because we'd have to charge you this year, and and then your deductible next year. It's like,
That whole
how does that even make sense?
Yeah, I don't
That's
understand
our
that.
healthcare system. That's
and
how
I-
it works. Yeah.
And I love my dentist. They know what they're saying. They're following the rules from the insurance company. It has nothing to do with them choosing, but it makes no sense to me. I said I'd come back tomorrow, and they're like, well, it wouldn't be worth your time. You'd be paying more. Just
And
wait.
you're one of the lucky ones, Rob. You fucking
I have dental
insurance. You have dental. So I mean, fucking most people in America they don't fucking cover that. Bernie Sanders talks about that shit all the time. Dental and
You're
vision,
right.
dental and vision. That's fucking healthcare. And
Mhm.
they just fucking blow it off. It's fucking crazy. But
Oh yeah. Well, and ironically enough, this shitty plan that I have, it does cover dental.
perfect. Go get you a fucking grill, baby. All gold.
Well, and we bring it all back to normalcy. I kept putting pictures up of Trump. He was Person of the Year, which is.
Do you remember when Time Magazine was like a legitimate news source? Like, because
It's been a
Mom
while.
always got it every week, and Time was like legit.
Listen,
Time told
Newsweek's
you
the
what was
same
up.
thing. Newsweek kind of went off the bean
It's
as
just
well.
clickbait and garbage, and now they're fucking, this fucking guy, Person of the Year.
Now, I want
Get
to
the
point
fuck
out,
outta
this
here.
is at the New York Stock Exchange. Everybody, a big hurrah. There's JD Vance, a guy we haven't seen in quite a while.
Mhm.
Trump's wife looks really happy, and I think that's the legit wife of his. So that was a little bit impressive as well. But when they pushed him on prices and stuff, he really didn't think that he was going to be able to make that shit happen. It's a little harder than he thought to bring down grocery prices. Now, he loved tariffs. That was such a beautiful word. Well, now he really finds groceries to be quite a novel
Who's
word.
that black guy standing me? Oh no, that's RFK Jr. Holy
How is that guy always red?
What the fuck does he paint himself with every fucking day? My
All right.
God, he's gonna get skin cancer.
Keep in mind that his eyes are closed. He looks like he went from an eye roll into an eye close. So,
Pull the
this-
Fauci.
yes, exactly.
Uh,
And this guy's just loving it. He feels legitimized, and he thinks that things are going great. I don't know what his next plan's going to be, but when he thinks that his appointees will have no trouble and have no negative, that tells you that the Democrats are just as involved as the Republicans. I mean,
it's
there's some
all one big
questionable
club.
choices, and I at least would like some pushback to maybe say, hey, tell us more, as opposed to, hey, you're doing a great job. You already have your security detail. You probably won't get a shot, and here's the job. To that end, the Department of Education, he just keeps coming back to wanting to get rid of it. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole with the Department of Education, but this is one sample of, here we go again. Let's bring it back to the states. Let's the states handle it. Well,
Yeah.
all states are a little bit different. And if you're in a shitty state that doesn't care about education, you got a real
Mhm.
fucking problem. Most of that money, it's $28 billion that are in the education system. Title I program is all for low-income families, right? So if $28 billion, the federal government's responsible for 10% of that. Not a whole lot. The IDEA program is for children with disabilities, and this is K through 12. So what are we doing for these low-income families and these children that are disabled? How do we just not care? We're going to give it to the states. The state's going to take these kids that are disabled and just put them in a meat packaging plant.
You sound like
Because-
a communist. You sound like a socialist. What are you talking about? Education for kids? You sound like a communist. What are you talking about?
I'm just
Yeah.
telling you what Trump said.
They don't-
English and math. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
we're number 28 in the world in math. So
we're
maybe
coming up.
maybe he's onto something with math. But he's like you said, he's playing fucking checkers while everybody else is playing chess. It's not
He's playing
about
tic-tac-toe.
reading arithmetic and I mean, it's just
Reading,
silly.
writing.
He's so fucking dated. It's just it's offensive. And he promised these people lower prices. It was so easy to do. And now he's like, well, not that easy. Not sure I can do it now that it's been up. And by the way, eggs are going to hit an all-time high probably in the next couple months. So stock up.
How the fuck do you stock up on eggs? How long
You
do that?
can't.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't.
Well, you better get on Josh's good side because he's got chickens.
Oh, there you go. Invest in
buddy
chickens,
Josh.
Gino. That would be
Yeah,
easy.
in my townhouse, I'll grow them on the fucking 130-degree roof. I'll love it.
Those eggs will come out already fried.
Well, that's
I
right.
can do pigeons maybe, but fucking, I can't do fucking chickens.
Your chickens will be cooked on the roof.
Well,
That would
I
not
will
be
say
right.
this on Trump before you end on that fucking pussy grabbing idiot. This is all he ever wanted, by the way, today. I didn't know about the stock exchange thing until my producer Melissa called me. And I was like, did he look real fucking happy? Because that's all that dude ever wanted in life was to be accepted. And she's like, he looked fucking so fucking smitten. That's what it was all about for this dude. He's president of the United States, and all he ever wanted to do was be accepted by that establishment down there in that particular part of fucking New York.
Yeah.
And now he's got it. And he's fucking, I mean, his balls must be as big as church bells today. I wonder if Melania will tickle him, or fake Melania. Because Stormy Daniels won't touch him anymore. It looks like fucking Mario Kart. Disgusting. No, she said it looked like Luigi's. Oh my God, it's all full circle. Fucking Luigi fucking allegedly killed someone, and Trump's dick looks like a Luigi mushroom. This is fucking very conspiratorial.
Absolutely. This is your new Department of Education, Secretary of Education. So very interesting that a McMahon's going to run it. Has really no experience doing shit that has anything to do with education. But
I've seen her flipped upside down with her crotch in a wrestler's face before he gave her a power ball and fucking knocked her out.
I'm pretty sure that's called a pile driver.
I'm sure the fucking PE departments in every fucking school are going to be fucking top notch. This chick's all about the fucking sports. Don't worry about it. We're all going to be athletes.
Well,
dude, we had the parachute in gym class. Remember that?
I love that. Yes.
Parachute was awesome.
And that's a great segue to a little bit of sports info today. Somebody is going back to school, and it's not it's not this guy.
You know, this motherfucker was younger than Bill when he made this movie.
I know. Insane, isn't it?
Not that Bill. Holy shit. That's my Bill.
So 5-year deal to go back to or to go to the University of North Carolina. Belichick will be their head coach. He's very excited to get on the college campus.
Yeah, and
he's been
get an even younger girlfriend.
Maybe.
Oh man, he's gonna pull a Bobby Petrino, put her on the back of a fucking Harley, and go wreck it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think it'd be kind of interesting to see him on that college level. He felt like he had done everything he could at the pro level, which I don't disagree with that. He said he was tired of the politics of the National Football League, which seems a little crazy.
Bro, he just fell into the politics of fucking NIL. Are you kidding me? It's way more confusing and fucking fucked up. So.
Well, and it's interesting because the UNC hired a Michael Lombardi, who was an NFL executive.
Michael Lombardi is the one who traded for me from Miami. He was the GM and with the Browns. He and Belichick came and worked me out in college, and then they were supposed to draft me in the second round, but they drafted Ed King instead, and then they traded for me 2 years later. I know Michael Lombardi very well.
Well, and he was an assistant coach with the Patriots 2014 to 2016. But my point is, he's now the general manager at UNC. I mean,
that's the way they're going. Yeah.
Because what is that?
Lots of teams have general managers now.
Yeah, to deal with the NIL money and all of that, man. The transfer portal, you have to have somebody to handle that. They're running it like an NFL program, essentially.
Except the general manager is supposed to be in charge of Belichick, and that ain't going to happen in this case. Belichick will be in charge of the general manager.
Of course.
It's just a figurehead thing. Belichick will tell him everything he needs to do. He's there to help Bill. He's not there to tell Bill what to do. Other GMs, I believe, just run the show.
Well, in Iowa State, do you know who the general manager is? I don't know. The University of Pittsburgh's general manager is.
I got to give it up for Rocco, our quarterback. He's staying for his next year. He got offers from SEC schools and some big schools, and he decided to stay. Good. And that means he's not making the fucking money he can make. So obviously Matt Campbell has a thing going on there where they like playing there, and it's not always about the money for him.
Well, you saw Marshall, right? They fired their coach.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Every single player went into the portal.
And I would have encouraged that too. How do you fire a winning coach that they like?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. But I don't know. I don't know the whole story behind that. Didn't that coach get rehired somewhere, or does he have a new gig, or no?
Not that I know of. I just saw that those guys, literally the whole team went into the portal. Is what I saw.
Well, you can think what you want about Bill, but I've already discussed this theory with a few people on my various chat groups.
Talking about Belichick?
Yeah, and honestly, we think he took the North Carolina gig because Steve Belichick is not going to be the head coach of Alabama. If Bill went and took one of those big jobs, they're not just going to hand it to Steve. He goes to take the North Carolina job for a few years. He's just going to hand that shit right after. It's a nepo baby move. It's not.
It was part of the negotiations. Not to interrupt you.
You're kidding me.
No.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've been talking about that fucking. I don't watch the fucking news. I just assume this is a fucking move for Steve because it's all about nepotism and fucking personal relationships. I mean, of course, Lombardi's back in the fucking mix. Anytime he needs a fucking job, when ESPN isn't fucking paying, Belichick's gonna throw him a couple $100,000. That's how that shit works. Sure. I guess I should have been nicer to Belichick because right now I'd be farting through silk. Instead, I told him to go fuck himself and got traded to Atlanta. And otherwise, I wouldn't know you and I wouldn't be able to do a podcast. So it was worth giving up those millions of dollars, saying fuck you to that fucking idiot to come hang out with you guys.
Well,
we
appreciate it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt. You're good guys.
But the reason he didn't get that Atlanta gig was because he wanted complete power. Again, he wanted complete control, and that's just not how the NFL works anymore with most of these teams.
I figured he would have gone for the 14 wins, but that dude's he's different. I don't even know if those 14 wins to beat the record all-time wins even matters to him.
I don't know that it did. I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think he cares all that much.
And everything he needs to do, and Super Bowls only matter in the NFL any fucking way. And he's got enough of those fucking rings, and he probably wasn't going to get any more anytime soon.
Well, to compare to Jerry Jones, like his general manager job that he was doing, Belichick, wasn't great. He wasn't drafting great players. That team was nothing once Brady left, and I hate to say that, but they just weren't the same.
When I played for Bill, we didn't have Brady either, just so you know. So Bill wasn't a fucking genius yet. Just saying.
Good point.
Yeah.
Brady was that important to the quarterback position in the NFL. I don't know how that dude became a savant. I mean, running his 5'4", 40 fucking from his combine, looking all soft and shit. I mean, some people just fucking, I don't know, man. It just translates better in the NFL than it does college sometimes.
Well, that dude was just absurdly driven.
Yeah. The drive is insane. I was shocked he even got married and had kids because his whole motivation is just to win football games.
And I mean, his mom even said, like, when he was still playing, she's like, I don't know what he's going to do when he stops playing football because that's literally all he cares about.
Yeah, no doubt. It's weird. It's one of the things I cared about the fucking least. I mean, I wanted to survive it and I wanted to get paid for it.
Sure.
And there's someone hitting the brake lights, so I look a little red now. Turn the brake lights off, bitch. Turn the brake lights off. What the fuck? Anyway, so I'm more of a balanced guy, dude. You can go do every fucking rep and the TB12 method and shit. I'm gonna cheat in the weight room, and and I'm gonna eat fried chicken, and, and I'm a money player. I'm still gonna show up and ball on fucking Sunday.
You're gonna
So-
ball out on Sundays.
And Ironhead's a great example of that. I mean, who had to, he got paid to make his weight, but who was wearing two of those sweatshirts, was in the sauna and was chewing more gum than humanly possible just to get down to weight. And then as soon as he weighed in, boom, back to whatever he wanted to do. And he played better at a heavier weight, frankly.
I will say
Oh,
something.
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but the weighing in of NFL players, I believe, is one of the most racist fucking things the NFL ever did. Doing that whole BMI index fucking, or looking at someone's body fucking type like mine.
Yeah.
And a lot of black guys were shaped like me, instead of fucking, they weren't all fucking chiseled and fucking roided out like the white O linemen. And so
I wouldn't say some of those guys were chiseled.
Well, I mean, not
Lumpy
Falcons
Richards.
guys.
Diamond Dave, yeah. Comes to mind.
I'm with you. But what I'm saying is, they did not give us proper weights. And here's a perfect example. Bill Belichick looked at me, combined with my BMI index and what my body type looked like, and he said I had to weigh 295 fucking pounds to play for the Browns. Okay, the other fucking guard, Bob Dahl, was a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit faster, straight line speed. Definitely not a better player than me. I was the pulling guard. I'm the one doing all the pulling. They let him be 315 just based on a look and the fact that he's a white guy. No, I'm not joking. You can go to any NFL team in the fucking 90s, and who was sitting in the fucking sauna or the fucking hot tub fucking an hour and a half before fucking weigh-in? They were all black dudes, and it wasn't based on discipline. It was based on the fact that you assholes got together, looked at black people with your inherent biases, and gave them fucking lower weights than they should have been given. Yeah. And you were giving the white guys fucking weights they could easily handle. And that's just a fucking fact. They don't do that bullshit anymore because you're fucking wearing these fucking guys out before the game. They're fucking doing a game before the game, fucking working out, jumping rope, playing racquetball, trying to fucking make a stupid fucking weight just to play a fucking game 2 days later.
Yeah.
You know how much we got? You know what's better? All of us would have performed if we weren't sitting there trying to lose a fucking pound and a half.
Sure.
Fucking weight. Yeah. And so the only other white guys I ever saw in the trying to fucking make weight were fucking Dan Marino and fucking Scott Mitchell. My fucking first couple of years in the NFL. It was all black guys and those two quarterbacks. That's it. Other than that, every other team I went to, it was always black guys. Don't tell me that's a fucking discipline thing. That was 100% an inherently biased, racist bullshit thing that I would like to address to Roger Goodell's face someday, but his security is not going to let me get close to it because he's a CEO.
Where did they get the skill to be able to judge a weight? Like, none of those guys were athletic trainers. They weren't sports medicine people. They didn't. You just pick a weight?
Well, and the whole BMI is bullshit.
Oh yeah, they don't even use that shit anymore. But they use that as an excuse to fuck over the black fucking players. Yeah. It's like, dude, this is the body type that's coming in the NFL. Steroids are going by the fucking wayside. I didn't know human growth was going to come along, for Christ's sakes. And all these bad bodies started coming in around fucking 1988, 89, 90. And when I say bad bodies, I say it with love because I would have made the top 10 list for worst bodies in the NFL when I played every fucking year I played. But, the Lincoln Kennedys, the fucking Jerry Balls, these motherfuckers can fucking play. And you're fucking with their weights every fucking week.
Even Big Bob. Big Bob was some giant.
It was nonsensical. I'm still not over that shit, and I want hazard pay for that shit too, because it was fucking racist as fuck. And I know nobody ever talks about it, but there's certain things in the NFL that are burned into my fucking brain, and that weigh-in bullshit is one of them. And I never fucking missed. I never was fucking overweight, by the way, except for that fucking year I had back surgery where we basically bribed Tim Jorgensen not to weigh me. That was a lot of Vicodin, a lot of titty bars, a lot of pizza, and Bill just driving me around and just debauchery. So that wasn't even my fault. That was Bill's fault.
It was my fault. Yeah.
Well, if you look at the chiseled guys, Tony Mandarin was one of them. Mandrich was one of them. He was broken in 2 years.
Dude,
Bosworth was another guy. Looked phenomenal. He couldn't play. I mean,
looks like Tarzan.
I'd rather have Yeah, I'd rather have the bad body that can fucking play.
Well, they know that now through empirical evidence and fucking trial and fucking error. But the bullshit they literally, when I got into the NFL, they're still doing it like the 80s NFL, you know? It just wasn't transitioning yet. By the time I got out of the NFL, I convinced Dan Reeves my weight needs to be 325 every week to fucking not starve my fucking self so I can play efficiently in a fucking football game. And he gave me that weight. And we went to a fucking Super Bowl and it wasn't a fucking problem. But Belichick 295, Shula 295. I weighed 330 fucking pounds in college. All they told me to do for the combine was fucking lose weight. I didn't fucking lift a weight. I didn't fucking eat. I just starved myself down to 307 or some shit so I could weigh as little as possible. My combine numbers were shit because I hadn't eaten in fucking a month. The shit they fucking do to fucking black athletes is obscene. It's obnoxious. I'm glad now they don't do it anymore. And, you know, you're paid based on your fucking merits and your ability for the most part. But when I fucking played, for fuck's sake, you had O-linemen going to the O-line coach's house for dinner once a week so they could stay on the fucking team. That's a true story. I won't tell you who that was, but it wasn't the fucking black O-lineman. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm done with my fucking rant. I've been ranting too. You guys got me fucking.
Well, and it's tough because it's a terrible lifestyle for one, but it's really hard to play at a high level when you're have the fatigue and you're hungry. Like it makes no sense.
I'm not a fucking supermodel.
That's right. And even if you're gonna stuff yourself before, I mean, again, healthy lifestyle, it just doesn't correlate. And
I smoked the Marlboro Reds, but that was so I fucking wouldn't eat motherfuckers just like a supermodel. So that's fucking on Shula and Belichick too. The reason I fucking chain smoked so many fucking cigarettes. That and the fact that I fucking really like to do it. But that was a long time ago.
Did you like smoking or dipping better?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like them both. Sometimes, I mean, I could do them both at the same time if I was drunk enough. So,
sure.
But yeah, I mean, traveling, I used to love a dip. Like right now I'm smoking a cigar, but that's just that fucking cover up Kenny smell. Because I'm in Indiana. But anyway, yeah, I fucking swear to God, dude, I traveling, dipping, but like at a bar or talking to a girl, smoking a cigarette, having that oral fixation, whatever.
For sure.
So it just kind of depended, but I like them both equally.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like on the charter flights, you'd see guys dipping all up and down the plane.
Oh yeah, those spit cups. Did you guys have to deal with those spit cups at the equipment guys, or were we pretty
only in the locker room at home?
Yeah.
All right.
The rest of it was the flight crew's problem.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's pretty gross. The guys were pretty good about it, though. Bobby, in particular, just would keep the cup in his locker.
A-Bear could have fucking given us all a lesson on how to fucking use a fucking spitter. It's your coffee cup, it's your spitter, and in an emergency, you piss in it when you're on the highway in a traffic. All you gotta do is wash it out with a little bit of fucking chlorinated water. It's good to go.
Yeah. Or if you're gonna spit into a soda can, crush the can and dent it so you know. So nobody comes along and picks it up and takes a swig out of it.
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that. I never even thought about doing that.
That's what I always did, just so I wouldn't mess myself up.
Soda can though. I'd rather have a fucking bottle or.
Agreed.
Anyway, why are we talking about spit? What the fuck? What else is there to talk about today?
Well, I wanted to ask you. You know, you knew Belichick. He was the kind of guy that would pass you by in the hallway and not even, say hello or anything. But how do you think he's going to relate to Gen Z?
I just wanted to put Bearski up there real quick. Props.
There he is.
Oh shit! Wow.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, that dude was a gem. That guy was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how he's going to relate. I don't even know if he has to relate. Head coaches have assistant coaches and position coaches. So his whole thing will be like, how do we want to scheme the offense, defense, special teams, and win games? I don't. I mean, game day. I guess he will be his biggest interaction with these fuckers. He'll do what he always does. He'll walk around telling you you're fucking worthless or laughing if you get in a fight or.
That's Bobby and his old lady.
Teresa still looks great. Dude, yeah. I was one year in the off season, I was out in Alpharetta. I was having lunch with Schreiber and we had a couple beers. We got high and we're sitting there in this restaurant. He's like, "Hey, that blonde is checking you out, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking pretty good today, and I start walking over, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's Bobby's wife.
Oh no shit.
She was just being friendly, yeah, but
Oh nice. Oh,
Super
bummer.
friendly.
I think
Yeah,
that's the same.
you thought you were gonna pull some shit out of Major League, huh? And
Yeah,
bang a player's wife? Nah.
and I think
Not
I didn't
his
realize it
wife.
was her, but I think it was also the same day that I was getting gas on the way home, and I pulled off with the with the hose in my tank.
Oh Jesus, what happens with that? Was it a breakaway? Did it break away?
Yeah, it broke away just
Would have
fine.
to, yeah.
I kept going.
Did you get the hose home?
No, I couldn't pull the hose.
You know, with your hair, every dude driving down the road was like, "Look at this dumbass chick." You know, because they always assume it's gonna be a girl that does that shit.
Yeah,
It was
I think I had
Uncle
short
Bill.
hair then.
All right, I'm gonna unplug my Tesla. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right.
You'll talk
think
amongst yourselves.
I think we're going to need to jump into the UFOs because I need Gene's take on what's happening in New Jersey. I mean,
Oh, dude. I don't know what the fuck's happening in New Jersey. That's just freaky. Though.
I don't think anybody does. I saw the mayor of one of those towns went to talk to somebody from the Defense Department or whatever, and he's
yeah, he was pissed.
yeah, he's like, I can't take this bullshit back to my constituents. They're telling me nothing.
He's like,
Yeah,
it was
I
a
saw that
giant,
interview actually. That was crazy.
a giant waste of time. He's like, it's going to take me 2 hours.
2 hours to fucking listen to this shit. They told me nothing. Yeah, I saw that.
Mhm.
So yeah, what the fuck do you think it is, Rob?
Oh, I mean, you know, I keep trying to dig deeper in the research of it. When they show you the time lapse, I get it. We have so many satellites going around up there, etc. But people are going to the highest points in various states, and they're getting this footage that, I mean, you can't fake it. I mean, some of them are drones, but some of these drones are as big as a 2-car garage. It's certainly not something you want to have fall on you or your home.
Right.
But it's just bizarre that it's, you know, they talked about it in Iran. They've been in Moscow. These things are all over the place. And I just don't think that if you're part of the drone club, that you're that organized and that you're able to put this shit up. Is it a distraction maybe or something? I don't know. But the more footage we see from people and it's not faked, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Why not shoot it down?
Well, it's interesting you'd say that because I saw one guy interviewed who said he had his fully charged drone powered up to go chase one of them just to get a closer look and see what was up. And he said as soon as it got anywhere near that drone, his shit started to fall. He lost control of it.
Oh,
By the
wow.
time the thing came down, it had 0 power. He's like, this thing was fully charged when I sent it up.
Drained its battery. Is that the battery? Wow. That happened to my buddy Joe. Well, I mean, not like that. My buddy, I don't want to say his last name because I don't want the feds on his ass. He was on the Cuyahoga River in his fucking boat. And he's flying his fucking drone. The FBI building in Cleveland is right on the fucking river. Motherfucker starts flying his fucking drone over to the FBI building. They have jammers there. Jammed his drone right to the fucking ground.
Wow.
His buddy, who's dead now, Tom, jumps out of the fucking boat, fucking runs up the fucking rocks to the. It was the weekend, so no one was at the fucking building. Runs up to the courtyard, grabs the drone, runs back, jumps on the fucking boat on the Cuyahoga River, and they take off. But even the FBI has fucking jamming equipment where it could just take a drone down. So that's not uncommon to take another drone down with equipment.
For sure. And they were like, maybe these are military, maybe they're working on stuff. You can see just how big these things are, though. I mean,
oh, that's the Predator or the Reaper or some shit.
Yeah, but just
drone, yeah. That's crazy.
So I just don't know. The drones are pretty giant. The ones that I see that people use at the park and stuff aren't nearly that big, obviously.
That's a fight we're going to have, by the way, making sure our municipalities don't start using these fucking murder drones against us, fucking quadcopters with machine guns. And because Trump will fucking, he can get talked into a lot of fucking stupid shit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, he doesn't even have to be talked into it. Dude, he was ready to call out people, the National Guard, the military.
Oh, he wanted real helicopters shooting motherfuckers on Lafayette Square. I know, dude. I know.
Yeah. So, and all you need is a fucking willing lackey to say, "Great idea, sir. Let's do it." And You know,
And that's
people
the
are like,
biggest
that
news
can't happen
story
in
of the year.
America, but fucking
The
it happened
immunity
at Jackson
thing was a
State,
big
happened at
fucking
Kent
deal.
State.
Sure.
Yeah.
That immunity thing is fucking. That's fucked. That's the biggest. That's a big
Supreme
fucking
Court
problem.
did us all dirty with that. I just wanted to put up one more visual of this is like through Congress, the military putting up some of their video of some of the things that were coming up that they were finding out with these ships, drones. I don't know what you want to call them because I don't know what they are, but
Yeah,
pretty-
pilots run into this shit all the time.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
So, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck's out there in the universe or the world.
And we can't agree on anything anyway. So how the fuck are we going to agree on something that's so unknown and kind of foreign to our, even digesting what some of this stuff could be?
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of stuff's fake to begin with, but people just don't want to be agreeing with one another regardless. So like, this is going to be an issue.
Rosen can start writing a screenplay right now. How they're alien drones for good and they hate Trump.
Dude, I wish I would welcome those aliens.
Start writing that screenplay. They're just gonna fucking go do bad shit to a fucking bad guy. That's all fantasy. You're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
I need to see the first copy next week, Rosen.
I'll have a draft for you.
Thank you.
Do you remember, like in the early '90s, when people were like dying and then their corpses would start to give off like this toxic gas?
Yes, vaguely.
Remember that? That was a thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people speculated that these are, aliens living among us.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't realize that was the
caveat to it.
The caveat or the nomenclature or whatever you want to call it to how they thought they were fucking aliens, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Body snatchers or like legit aliens? Like
I think just like legit aliens. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they were snatching and replacing people, but then all of a sudden the whole thing just kind of went away. It was
like
weird.
Chemtrails for Rob. No one ever talks about the fucking chemtrails anymore.
Well,
those things.
And they're there. You can see them every day. Every day.
Contrails versus chemtrails. We know the chemtrails, and we know that since the 70s that the government's been working to work on changing the weather. I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's something that they were actively trying to do and not hiding it. It's not like they're trying to poison us. It's not a memory thing or anything with your mind. But you should usually test the barium and the chemicals that they're using just so that which we don't because we're trying to control climate change. And again, weather harvesting, went on since the 70s. So it's not that crazy.
It's not working.
Clearly it's not working. And they put the heavy metal stuff there because they want to reflect the light back so that we're not, heating our planet, but we're doing enough damage ourselves. So.
Well, it's not working. And who even agreed on this? It was never like put up for a vote. Like, hey, what do you think? Should we do this? Is it safe? What are the long-term repercussions? None of that. Just like, you know what? Let's do this.
Good question.
Let's go ahead.
I have no idea.
There could be money involved. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Speaking of money, I heard somewhere that they want to classify nuclear power as green energy to get fucking tax benefits and shit. Or someone came up with some crazy idea like, well, they want to make nuclear power, put it in the green energy category. So
sponsored by C. Montgomery Burns.
Last month, I didn't know if you guys heard that or not. So
I did not.
I had not heard that.
Well, we'll have to investigate that shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but
that is some crazy shit.
That sounds absolutely batshit crazy. Homer Simpson is not green, for fuck's sake.
And Mr. Burns is not green.
Definitely not green. Hanging out with Jerry Jones in the fucking the loge.
Have the Rolling Stones killed.
All of them. Yes. Excellent.
But sir.
Yeah, I'm with you. So what else is going on, motherfuckers?
Well, it's getting dark where you are. How much further do you have to get to where you're going?
I don't know. One more stop. I'm at the last rest stop in Indiana. My next stop is Illinois. So I'll probably stop in Peru, Illinois, and get a hotel. That's about halfway.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a slow day today, man. It's cold as fuck. This is an electric car. It's 15 degrees out. The battery's getting, it's getting burned through it. You have to charge I have to charge like 2 or 3 extra times just to make it. So.
Wow, just because of the cold, eh?
It's super fucking cold, dude. This batteries aren't as efficient in the cold, so they ain't perfect fucking technology.
Sure.
So, but yeah,
still,
I'm in no
can
fucking
save the
hurry. I'm
environment.
retired. I got nothing to do, and I've got fucking 5G, so I can do a podcast anywhere in the world, including Costa Rica, where I'm gonna fucking live for the next 4 years, motherfuckers.
Can I pitch a
Well-
tent in your backyard?
That sounds like gay, first of all, and secondly, no, I don't want your boner in my backyard. So,
How about a yurt? Can I set up a yurt?
a yurt does not sound gay, and that's doable.
All right.
Sorry to all the gays. It's a gay joke. Too soon?
Nah.
I know. What are you gonna do, dude? They can tell black jokes this week, okay? We're even. Anyway.
Dude, what about that representative from Illinois? She is so all in on hate for
Mace?
trans people. Mace. Oh my God.
Gosh.
Dude,
did she
what a
really get beat up, or is
joke.
this like the assassination?
No.
Of I saw her in a sling.
A
Yes.
vigorous handshake.
No.
What?
And yes.
They said it was a vigorous handshake, and it, yeah.
Are you shitting me, dude? She's mentally ill. Let's
She
face
is,
it.
dude. She's just grandstanding. She came out
mentally ill.
in a press conference, called them trannies. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's extremely offensive.
So much is wrong with her. It's there's no decorum anymore. We are literally, their side is literally electing the worst possible people. Our fucking side's electing a bunch of fucking elitists from fucking Ivy Leagues, and it's the whole fucking thing's kind of reversing. I don't fucking know. We're on the wrong side of shit. They're on the wrong side of shit. She's a terrible human being. And oh, by the way, he likes pussy. I've seen the video. So I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about with LGBTQ. This bitch would fucking probably blow. Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. It's not that kind of podcast. Anyway, I don't think this chick would have a problem being with any type of human being. She's completely fluid. She's full of shit. So
well, and there were witnesses that said that this did not happen. She did show up in a sling. She does want to move forward to try and press charges. It's just insane. She's an attention seeker.
She is an attention seeker.
And it's really kind of sad that she's spending all this time. Even the bill about not being able to use a restroom is just a distraction and a time suck away from anything that might remotely be important to the people of this country. It's just insane.
That's how Democrats literally have to approach this. What she's doing is a waste of time and a time suck. We need to get fucking universal health care for everybody. Trans people will be covered under that. So there's shit we need to fucking focus on. We need to focus on the macro. They've had us focusing on the micro for so fucking long that we can never get any fucking thing done. And then we go into some defensive posture because we're defending trans people and they hate trans people on the other side. Nobody has time for that shit anymore. Nobody has time for the black-white shit anymore. If you literally want to save fucking America, turn your brake lights off, motherfucker. If you literally want to save fucking America, you're going to have to fucking come to some agreement going, we may not like each other, but we all like fucking healthcare. Yeah, we may not like each other, but cops have too much fucking power. And you can fucking make that fucking argument to a fucking MAGA and make the argument that if you let that shit go too far, they're going to take your fucking gun too. That argument can be fucking made because once we're no longer a fucking democracy, the Second Amendment isn't going to mean shit. And oh, by the way, Trump has fucking all powerful powers. Basically, the dude could probably just go and take your guns if he wanted to because the Supreme Court says he fucking could. So you guys better fucking be careful with that shit, you MAGAs. You might have just gotten what you wished for, and the motherfucker might just fucking take your fucking guns. So you fuck around and find out.
And with the CEOs passing, you could be twofold, not only healthcare, but also gun control. I don't think that's out of the realm. Have your Second Amendment. That's all great. But here's the point.
Healthcare, gun control. We got Luigi got us 2 topics to talk about for 4 fucking years to work on and get something done. And oh, by the way, Democrats, Trump is a completely transactional human being. And I know Nancy Pelosi's old ass is eating chocolate ice cream right now and not listening to this fucking podcast. But if she were, I would tell you this. Try charming the motherfucker. Whip those old titties out. Show some fucking cleavage and then ask him for something and you might just fucking get it because he's that fucking simple.
Yeah.
You dumb fucks. You fucking
Yeah.
give him a little fucking cocaine, like a little hamster in a little fucking feeder, and all of a sudden he wants to do shit for you. All he wants is to fucking be liked, because
Yeah.
nobody fucking likes him, because he's a fucking miserable piece of shit who was
Mhm.
born with a terrible personality. He can't do anything about that fucking personality. We
He's a
can
toxic
fucking kiss his
narcissist.
ass a little bit and probably get some shit, but we're not gonna fucking do that. We're gonna call him Baby Hitler, fucking Baby Huey, or some other fucking shit, and then he's gonna retaliate, and it's just gonna be a clusterfuck again,
Sure.
and we're not gonna get anything. So I mean, Nancy, put down the chocolate ice cream and fucking listen to the three of us.
Well,
We
just
know what we're talking about. We're Gen Xers, and we're not too old. We don't when we bend over,
Yeah.
we don't automatically fart like old people. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you might make noises as you move and stuff. That comes
Yeah, I
with
can
age
touch my
too.
toes without farting. I'm not sure my parents can. That's all I'm saying. So,
Agreed.
okay.
Well, and by the way, dude, that gun was 3D printed.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't that shit
Which is-
legal?
I don't know. That is,
okay.
I'm gonna have to look into that, because that's a really crazy gray area. Like, dude, if you can print your own weapons,
I don't
at
even know why
home.
he bothered to print his own fucking weapon. Just go fucking buy one.
Yeah.
You can buy a
Well-
much better weapon than you can fucking print. I shouldn't be telling killers what to do here, but I mean, fuck 3D weapons, dude. Those aren't going to be the bane of our existence. It takes a long time to make those fucking things, and it's easy for any legal citizen to just go buy a fucking gun.
Sure.
I'm just
Go,
saying,
go
if
to
they
any
if-
gun show and they don't ask for any ID. You
Yeah,
What are you
but
saying,
if,
Bill?
if they
Anything you want.
decided to crack down on guns, you can just print your own.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh,
and-
you're giving us ideas. Look at you, you little Red Dawn rebel.
That
you.
idea, that idea has already been picked up in one
Wolverines!
list.
I'm with you, bro.
But it's like, and again, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but something just doesn't smell right about this whole thing. I mean, he doesn't look like the guy, first of all.
Oh, the killer, the shooter.
And somebody that was clever enough to come up with this plan, to know where this guy was going to be, to print his own gun, and to make that clean escape. And let's be honest, he only got caught because somebody turned him in.
Sure.
It wasn't great police work.
Dude, he was just sitting there. It's almost like he was waiting to be picked up.
caught. It just doesn't make sense.
I will
Somebody
say this.
clever enough
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
to do that isn't going to get captured with the same backpack, carrying the murder weapon, right, with his manifesto there. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me.
He finally had some time in court the other day, which we talked about. And a couple of the interesting things that were reported through the media were that in the backpack, which is supposed to keep it, I won't even go into the backpack, but he had $10,000 in his backpack, $8,000 in US money, $2,000 in foreign currency. He didn't know where the money came from, which seemed kind of
What?
strange.
Oh my god.
A little bit
It's a
strange.
little
This
sus.
guy admitted to a lot of things. Why would you dispute something like that? So I don't think he's fully on board with, hey, I did all this per se, but there's just a lot of
I don't
weird...
even know the name of the assassin that tried to kill Trump. That's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
they
know
swept that
so little
right
about
under
that
the rug.
guy. We talk about him so little. What the fuck's going on there with this
Mhm.
alleged fucking assassination attempt? I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
And then they caught this guy in 30 seconds. They haven't caught the pipe bomber in DC. We've talked about that before. Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
There's a lot of shady shit going on. But that's what the oligarchy does. They fucking do things for themselves, really bad things, get away with it. And we all, us regular folk, we go out and do something bad. They fucking, yeah, they get it.
And I think a real question of interest for me would be his parents. This kid lost his life. Why are they not more inquisitive?
Yeah.
I know that he came from a decent area in Pittsburgh, which was pretty close to where we grew up. But why aren't there more questions from them? It's not like this was a 35-year-old living on his own and they didn't know what he was doing, which is what they say about Luigi. He had disassociated from his family for the last, 18 to 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
But this kid was with his family, lived at his house. Like, why and where? How does this happen?
No reporters showed up to their house asking questions.
Well, they did at the beginning, but it's gone
Mhm.
completely quiet. We haven't heard shit. I mean,
Yeah.
he had these overseas accounts and stuff. I mean, this kid had no real access to money other than what would have been given to him. I mean, maybe the parents have
or his family.
stumbled onto money. Yeah, I just don't know.
And no online presence, like no trail you could find. I mean, none of that adds up either. And that story disappeared real quick.
Not to mention the day of, the Butler police are all pissed off because they're saying, hey, we got all these Trumpers in red hats telling us there's a guy on the building with a rifle, and we're telling Secret Service and nobody's doing shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they had a plan that they had to fucking finish.
Don't fuck with our plan. And Butler police were still pissed after the fact.
Allegedly.
Look like shit.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, yeah, because they looked like idiots. And that firefighter was collateral damage.
They didn't even spell his name right when they did give him props. I mean,
But they did.
I don't give a fuck. His wife's a fucking MAGA. Fuck that guy.
Well, hey, listen.
I didn't shoot him, and he went to a fucking MAGA rally and took a bullet. And his wife fucking didn't want to take Biden's call. I literally don't give a fuck about that guy any more than I care about Ashley Babbitt. And that guy did way less than Ashley Babbitt ever did. But if your fucking whole family's going to continue to be MAGA after what fucking MAGA just fucking did to you, go fuck yourself, dude. You should be asking more questions than any fucking buddy. That's fucking insane to me. But whatever.
But nobody asks questions.
Cult members.
And
thank you for your service, sir, for taking that bullet for Trump. I guess.
Yeah. You did it for the betterment to make our country great again. I mean, it's kind of over for us, and we keep coming back to our platform, which I find to be extremely important. I mean, Zuckerberg gave $1 million to the Trump fund, so there's your Facebook, Instagram. The networks obviously are owned by billionaires, the newspapers. Like, where are you going to get actual information that's just not muddying things so that you lose your focus on what we actually need as a country to take care of our citizenry?
And let's be honest, dude, that Trump campaign was dead in the water. Tits up and taking on water until fucking Elon Musk showed up and started passing out cash.
Yeah, lots of cash. And then did the counting of the votes, which was really what bothers me the most.
Dude, I mean, that is so fishy. I mean,
the Russians fucked with the Romanian election, and within a week they were like, whoop, this guy's out of here. This ain't happening.
Yeah.
We do.
And I've seen people, putting things up on social media that the Dems are finally looking into it. We'll see. I mean, I think they've only got until the 20th of this month. So
I'm tired of finding out shit 7 years down the fucking road. Or right. That shit don't work for me anymore either, Democrats.
Dude, stop it now. If you can, stop it now. Because once that guy is inaugurated, there's no stopping this train.
Yeah. So, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. I'm so tired of finding out. Everything we fucking find out fucking too late,
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck that shit.
And it all goes back to the linchpin of Bush versus Gore. I mean,
that's when they first...
That one right there.
That's when the Secretary of State, Catherine Harris, became so popular. You had... his brother as governor, a lot of black votes found in swamps. I mean, it just was ridiculous. And even Sandra Day O'Connor coming back and saying, hey, never bring this back again. We'll never do something like this again. Well, it's too late. You did it once, and here we are.
Dude, it was like that episode of The Simpsons where, the real Principal Skinner showed up.
Oh, yeah.
And they took it to court, and the judge says, we will never speak of this day again.
That's right.
Like as they ran him out of town on a rail.
And he didn't even get to keep his issue of Swank.
He did not.
Oh my God. Yeah, we live in The Simpsons right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've been right a lot, and they're running out of time on the Trump 2024. So we're going to see about that. Yeah. To lighten things up a little bit, I know it's getting dark there, Gene. But it was suggested that in our next podcast, we do some Gen X rated gift ideas for Christmas. Maybe we could talk about best and worst gifts you've received over time, because our generation did receive some shitty gifts.
I know what the worst gift was for us.
Well, you better save it, buddy.
I'll save it.
All
was it that stripper giving you that pegging kit that she used on you?
No, that gift was all right. I mean, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I like to fucking put you on the defensive. You dated so many strippers, I can say almost any fucking thing, and almost anybody will believe me, even though that's true. But no, I'll think about that. So think about the shittiest gift I've ever been given, huh?
Good gifts, and then something for this year. So you got 3 pieces of info there to share.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, Gene, I really appreciate you making the effort from the road.
Yep. All right, man. We'll do it again Saturday, maybe.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, be safe, G.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
See ya.